Hey guys, I'm gonna just jump on here real quick, and I do mean really quick this time because, long story short, thankfully my mom was actually able to come home a day early than what we expected. So she went in to the ER Wednesday night, came home Friday morning, or I'm sorry, Friday afternoon. So she's been at home. She's done a lot better. She had a UTI and a respiratory infection. And what the doctors told us was that, or told her, I wasn't there, is that it's not a cold and it's not COVID. Whatever virus all of us have, it starts with an M, the letter M, and it's making its rounds a lot more frequently as of late. And that it usually hits 3 times. It makes 3 rounds. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I think I have an idea and I hope I'm wrong. But anyway, they said in her case, being an asthma patient, it was good that she came in to get the antibiotic and everything and be monitored. But they gave her some stuff to help at home and she's doing a lot better. And I'm doing better too. Unfortunately, my dad is now on day 4 or 5 of this, and his oxygen levels on the lower inside. He's got a really painful sore throat like what I did. He's coughing so much that he's exhausted and he has trouble catching his breath. But, we've been praying about it, and we asked him if he wanted to go to the VA hospital because he's a veteran, and he said no. And so we're going to treat it at home, and that's what the doctor said anyway. He said, this is a really annoying virus. All you can do is treat it with over-the-counter medicine at home and let it run its course, and it can take 10 to 15 days, longer than the average cold, because like I said, this isn't a cold. It's some kind of, to me, it's like a mutant virus, but I don't know what the virus is. And so he said there's no shortcuts or anything. You just have to let it run its course. So even though we're taking all the medicine and all the antibiotics, because my dad's on an antibiotic right now too, it still has to run its course. So we're going to keep an eye on him, because I just came back from helping Mom with him because she was concerned because he was making funny sounds in his throat because of the phlegm. And he did have a fever of 100.7, but then it went down like a few minutes later to 99.7, I think it was. So we've had low grade fevers, but nothing serious. And Mom and I talked about it. We still feel, we've been praying about it, and this Bible that I have you guys facing is a verse I'm reading right now about it is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 26. That's the most fitting verse I've been able to come across thus far, because my mom and I both agree. We've been praying about everything, and we don't feel like anything really bad's going to happen. Like, we don't feel like anyone's going to die, or, we just feel like the Lord is in control, and he has us quietly and calmly waiting on him. Like he's given us a sense of calm. We're not stressed out so much. It's just, seeing how things go from one minute to the next. Like, every time my dad has to get up to do something, we need to help him. We always have. But he's so weak that, sometimes his hips lock up and he can't move, and there's just different situations. But, we still feel like the Lord has us, trusting him and everything, and we have all the medicine we need at home, and we kind of know what we're dealing with. We just have to play it hour by hour, see how we're doing, and then, if he gets worse, then we'll most likely just have him go to a VA hospital, even if he doesn't want to go. But right now, the thing he's complaining about the most is the sore throat, which is what I had too, and it was horrible. It felt like strep. But thankfully it wasn't. And we started him on his antibiotic tonight. And that's what they gave him in the past for UTIs and pneumonia and strep. So whatever whatever's bothering him, this antibiotic should do the trick. But, we're just kind of in a state of confusion about like why everything is happening at the same time and as bad as it is. But again, the Lord is just hitting home with us like, hey, have faith. We don't feel like anything bad is going to happen. Things might progress where, like I said, we might have to go to the hospital, but like we still feel like everything will turn out fine in the end, even if things take a chaotic turn here and there. So that's the update. And, I'm just going to keep, this is my KJV journaling Bible. And I'm going to look up some more verses and write down some more prayers, because it just feels like I said, the story of Job, where like God drew attention to Job, to Satan. Satan didn't bring up Job, God did. And I feel like God's allowing this to get honor and glory from us by our faith, and not try to figure it all out or demand answers or to be discouraged or annoyed or hopeless, but to remember his promises that he's given us in the past, and not allow our circumstances to let us forget what he's promised us, because that's easy to do. When God makes a promise, he keeps it. Some promises are conditional, some aren't, but regardless, he's made, we believe, as far as we've understood in prayer and reading his word, certain promises that we're believing he'll keep, and that things, like I said, will get better. So that's just a little update right now. I'm going to go back to doing some prayer journaling. See you later. Bye.